Welcome, Wealth Champions, to another episode of Trade Talks from Grove Garden. Today, we're going to talk about something called the 75-15-10 rule. Not sure if you heard of it before. When I found out about it, it gave me some insight on a strategy for having a plan for your money. As always, I like to put the disclaimer out there. I'm not a financial advisor. I do not have a license to advise people on investments. I just share my knowledge on investing and money management to help people benefit and be a good steward of their finances. By all means, investments come with a risk. Do your due diligence. Do your research. This is, again, entertainment and educational purposes. So the 75-15-10 plan, what is that, you say? Basically, it gives you a blueprint to manage your money in a funnel system. So you know what to do as money comes into your life. You know how to set it up so you can manage it without commingling funds or mismanaging things. So basically 75, 15, 10 are percentages. So every time you earn, in this example, $100, $75 will go into your first account. Let's say your checking account. Checking account A. Then 10%, $10 will go into account B. A lot of people like to use that as like a savings account or high yield savings. And then you have a third account, and 15%, $15 will go into that C account. A lot of people use a high yield account with that as well. So you have three different accounts: 75, 15, 10. You will spend up to no more than the 75% that goes in that first account, the checking account. The 10% that goes into the second account, which I call B, that would actually be emergency fund. So that money you don't touch unless it's an emergency. Broken windshield, flat tire, and you did not have enough money to cover it from the first account, from the 75%. The third account is the investing account. So that would be the 15%, the $15. So that you put in your choice. It can be a 401k at work. It can be a Roth 401k at work. It can be an IRA, whether that would be an individual or a Roth IRA. It can also just be a regular brokerage account that you invest, that you just pay the normal taxes on. Or it could be money that you invest in yourself. Like if you wanted to take a course to increase your knowledge or buy a book to help you learn something, that can come from that account because technically that's your investment account. So basically with the three funds set up, you don't mix different monies, so you have a system that automatically spreads the money into different buckets, in this case accounts. So you know what's in each account, and you have a job for the money as it comes in. So this way you don't commingle funds, and you can stick to the plan to gradually grow each account. Now, what the recommendation is with the emergency fund, the 10% account, when that gets to whatever your comfort level is for an emergency balance total, then you no longer need to put that money in the emergency fund. You can now reallocate that to investing. From the 10% to emergency, you now shift that over to investing, so 25% is being invested, because a lot of times your money grows faster with investments. It works harder for you to grow your money. So this way, let's say in theory, your emergency account was, I don't know, $5,000. So once you got to that threshold, you would now reallocate that 10% to the investing account. In the event you had an emergency, let's say your phone broke and you didn't have enough money in the checking account, and you need $1,000 for a new phone, you can take the $1,000 out the emergency account, and now what you would do is you would reallocate the 10% that was going to the investment account. You would reallocate that to the emergency fund to replenish what you took out, the $1,000. And then once it got back to that 1,000 in this example, then you would return back to putting it in investment. So this way you're constantly building your emergency fund and keeping it fully funded and maintained. And you're also funding your investments, and you're also funding your current living expenses in life. So that is the 75-15-10 plan. The thing I like about this plan, it's flexible. If you need to tweak it, you don't have to do 75-15-10. Some people are in a better position. They can do, they can do 50, 20, 30. So this way you build up the accounts quicker, and you have the different ratios. So you tweak it to what you personally like and need in your personal situation. If things are a little tighter, dial it down. Instead of 75-15-10, you can make it 80-10-10. If that's too much, you can make it 95-5. I tell people just start somewhere with a strategy and a program. So this way you're building the 3 different funds. So you have investing going on, you have an emergency fund going on, and you have your normal expenses going on. And it teaches you to live within and beneath your means. So this way you can make your life a little bit easier. All right, as always, thank you for listening. Appreciate you coming. Hopefully this taught some people and we all learn together. In the comments, if you haven't heard of the 75-15-10 plan, in the comment, let me know. Put a yes that you heard of it, or no that you never heard of it, and whether you like it or dislike it. I like to see the feedback and get what's going on. Until the next episode, thank you again. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and like to the channel. And if you got something out of this, share it with someone who you feel can appreciate it. And remember, the rest of your life will be the best of your life.